Hey, hey, hey! Welcome back to ELS, English Listening and Shadowing.
Yep, the place where English learning feels fun, natural, and totally stress-free.
We're super happy you're here.
And before we jump in, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment.
Ready to practice your English with us?
All right then, let's get started.
Hello everyone! Welcome back to the ELS channel. Here, learning English is simple, practical, and for real life. I'm Jess.
Hello, Jess. Hello, everyone. I'm Ray. It is wonderful to be back in the studio with you today.
It is great to see you too, Ray. You look a little busy today. How are you feeling?
To be honest, Jess, I am feeling a little exhausted. My brain is tired.
Exhausted? That sounds serious. Why is your brain tired?
Well, I was trying to learn new vocabulary last night. I had a list of 100 words. I tried to memorize them one by one. Apple, banana, cat, dog. It was boring and difficult.
I see the problem. Ray, you are learning the hard way.
The hard way? Is there an easy way?
Yes, and that is our topic for today. We are going to talk about the chunking method.
Chunking? Thinking? That is a funny word. It sounds like chunk, like a chunk of chocolate.
Exactly. Imagine a chocolate bar. You don't eat it crumb by crumb, right? You eat it in pieces, in chunks.
Okay, I like chocolate, but how does this help me with English?
In English, chunking means learning groups of words together. We don't learn one word alone. We learn phrases that are best friends.
Phrases that are best friends. Can you give me an example?
Sure. Ray, when you answer the phone, what do you say?
I say, how are you?
Correct. Do you think about grammar when you say that? Do you think how is an adverb, are is a verb, you is a pronoun?
No, I just say, how are you? It comes out automatically, one sound.
Exactly. That is a chunk. You learned the whole phrase as one unit. You didn't build it word by word.
I see. So how are you is one chunk.
Yes, but many students try to speak like robots. They translate word by word from their own language.
I do that sometimes. I think in my language, and then I try to find the English words. It makes me speak very slowly.
That is normal, Ray. But chunking helps you stop translating. It helps you speak faster and more naturally.
I want to speak naturally. So how do we find these chunks?
They are everywhere. Today, let's learn 4 very common chunks that native speakers use every day. Are you ready?
I am ready. What is the first chunk?
The first chunk is, I would like to.
I would like to.
This is a polite way to say, I want. If you say, I want pizza, it sounds a little strong, like a baby.
I want pizza. Yes, not very polite.
But if you say, I would like to eat pizza, it sounds smooth. It sounds polite.
So I can use this for many things. I would like to go home. I would like to sleep.
Perfect. You don't think about would or like separately. You just remember the sound. I would like to.
I would like to. It flows nicely. Okay, what is the next one?
The next chunk is very useful when you are not sure about something. It is, I don't think so.
I don't think so. This means no?
It means no, but it is softer. If I ask you, Ray, is it going to rain today? And you see the sun,
I can say no.
you can, but I don't think so sounds more natural. It is a very common reaction.
Okay, imagine this. Someone asks me, Ray, are you a millionaire? I can say, I don't think so.
I hope one day you can say yes, but for now, that is a perfect example.
Okay, I would like to. I don't think so. What is number 3?
Number 3 is a time chunk. It is at the end of the day.
At the end of the day. Does this mean at nighttime?
Literally, yes, but usually we use it to mean the most important result or the final conclusion.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Sure. Imagine you have a hard job, you are tired, but you love your work. You can say, it is hard work, but at the end of the day, I love it.
Ah, I understand. It connects the problem to the main point.
Yes, it makes you sound very fluent. At the end of the day,
At the end of the day, English is fun.
yes, that was perfect usage.
Jess, can I ask you something serious?
Of course, Ray, go ahead.
Sometimes when I try to learn these long phrases, I feel overwhelmed. I feel like my brain is full.
Overwhelmed. That is a heavy feeling.
Yes, I worry that I will never remember all of them. Do you ever feel that way?
Absolutely. When I was learning a second language, I felt the same. I wanted to give up.
What did you do?
I stopped trying to be perfect. Ray, listen to this secret.
What is the secret?
You don't need to learn all the chunks in the world. You only need the ones for your life.
My life.
Yes. If you like football, learn football chunks. If you like cooking, learn cooking chunks. Don't memorize a dictionary.
Ah, that makes sense. I don't need to learn medical words because I'm not a doctor.
Exactly. Make it personal. English is a tool for you.
That makes me feel much lighter. I was carrying a heavy bag of words I don't need.
Drop the bag, Ray. Just keep the useful ones.
Okay, I am ready for the last chunk, the specialized one.
This one is for when you are excited about the future. It is, I'm looking forward to.
I'm looking forward to. This means I'm watching something?
No, not watching with your eyes. It means you are happy waiting for something. You are excited for it to happen.
Oh, like when I'm waiting for the weekend.
Yes, you can say, I'm looking forward to the weekend.
Or if I'm going to meet a friend.
I'm looking forward to meeting you. Note that we use the ing form after this chunk.
Ah, tricky. I'm looking forward to see you is wrong.
It is a very common mistake. Native speakers say, looking forward to seeing you.
Okay, I will remember that. Looking forward to seeing you.
Excellent work today, Ray. You learned fast.
It's because of the chunking method. It's easier than single words.
Shall we practice with our listeners now?
Yes, let's do it. I will say the chunk and you repeat after me.
Remember, say it as one sound, not separate words. Ready?
Chunk number 1. I would like to.
I would like to.
Good. Chunk number 2. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Chunk number 3. At the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
And the last one, I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it.
I feel smarter already.
You are smarter, Ray. And to our listeners, don't worry about grammar rules today. Just listen to the melody of the chunks.
Yes, English is like music. Just sing the song.
Before we go, we have a question for you in the comments.
Yes, please tell us, what are you looking forward to this week?
Are you looking forward to a movie, a good meal, or just sleeping?
Write it in the comments using the chunk. I'm looking forward to.
Thank you for joining us on ELS. I'm Jess.
And I'm Ray. Keep chunking and see you next time.
Bye-bye.